My family. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. I'm Channie. I'm very happy that you are here today. Thank you for spending a little time with me again. I hope you are having a peaceful day. Maybe you are relaxing after work. Maybe you are studying English before going to bed. Or maybe you are enjoying a quiet afternoon with a cup of tea. No matter where you are, I'm glad we can learn English together. Today's topic is my family. Family is one of the first things we know in life. Before we make friends, before we go to school, before we understand the world, we already have our family. Every family is different. Some families are big. Some are small. Some people live with their grandparents. Some live only with their parents. Some have many brothers and sisters. Others are the only child. There is no perfect family. Every family has happy moments. Every family also has difficult moments. That is completely normal. When I think about my family, the first word that comes to my mind is love. Not because everything is always perfect, but because my family has always tried to support me. When I was a little child, I believed my parents could do everything. If something was broken, my father could fix it. If I felt sad, my mother always knew how to make me smile. As I grew older, I realized something important. My parents are not superheroes. They are ordinary people. They also feel tired. They also make mistakes. They also worry about many things. But every day, they continue working hard for our family. Now I understand how much love is hidden inside those ordinary days. When I was in primary school, my mother woke up earlier than everyone else. Every morning, she prepared breakfast before I opened my eyes. Sometimes she made noodles. Sometimes she cooked rice. Sometimes she made simple sandwiches. At that time, I thought it was just a normal morning. I never imagined how early she had to wake up. Now, when I prepare breakfast for myself, I often remember her. I realize that love is not always expressed with big words. Sometimes love is waking up early to cook breakfast. Sometimes love is asking, "Did you eat today?" Sometimes love is waiting until everyone comes home safely. My father taught me many simple lessons. He didn't always teach me with long speeches. Most of the time, he taught me through his actions. He always kept his promises. If he said he would come, he came. If he said he would help, he helped. Watching him taught me that being responsible is very important. Children learn more from what they see than from what they hear. I think that is true for many families. When I was younger, I didn't always understand why my parents asked me to study. Sometimes I wanted to play outside. Sometimes I wanted to watch television. I thought they were too strict. But now I understand. They wanted me to have more opportunities in the future. They wanted me to become independent. Everything they did came from love. As we grow older, our relationship with our family changes. When we are children, our parents take care of us. One day we begin taking care of them too. Maybe we help with cooking. Maybe we wash the dishes. Maybe we teach our grandparents how to use a smartphone. Maybe we simply spend time talking with them. These small things become very meaningful. I think one of the greatest gifts we can give our family is our time. Sometimes we become so busy that we forget to sit together. We eat quickly. We look at our phones. We say, "I'm busy. I'll talk later." But later doesn't always come. That is why I try to enjoy every chance I have with my family. Sometimes we simply drink tea together. Sometimes we watch a movie. Sometimes we cook dinner together. These ordinary moments become beautiful memories. My family also taught me how to be kind. When I was a child, my mother often said, "If you can help someone, help them." It didn't matter if the help was big or small. Holding the door, carrying something heavy, sharing food, saying thank you, smiling. Kindness costs nothing, but it can change someone's day. I still remember those words today. Whenever I have the chance, I try to help others, not because I expect something in return, but because kindness makes the world a little warmer. Sometimes my family and I disagree. That happens in every family. We have different opinions, different ideas, different personalities. Sometimes we misunderstand each other, but after talking calmly, we usually understand each other better. I have learned that love does not mean never arguing. Love means choosing to understand each other even after disagreements. As I become older, I become more thankful for my family. I notice things that I never noticed before. I notice my parents becoming older. I notice my grandparents walking more slowly. I notice that time passes very quickly. That is why I want to create more memories with them. Take more photos. Have more conversations. Laugh together more often. Because one day those moments will become precious memories. Sometimes happiness is simply sitting around the dinner table together. No expensive gifts, no special celebrations, just family, talking, laughing, sharing food, listening to each other's stories. For me, those moments are priceless. I also have many wonderful memories with my grandparents. When I was a child, I loved visiting their house. Their home was not very big. It was simple and quiet. There was a small garden in front of the house. My grandmother grew many flowers and vegetables. Every morning, she watered the plants carefully. Sometimes I helped her. She taught me the names of different flowers. She also showed me how vegetables grow. At that time, I thought it was just a game. Now I realize she was teaching me to love nature. My grandfather liked telling stories. After dinner, we often sat together outside. The weather was cool. The stars were bright. He told me stories about his childhood. Life was very different then. There were no smartphones. There was no internet. Children played outside every day. They climbed trees. They caught butterflies. They helped their parents on the farm. When I listened to those stories, I imagined another world. I learned that people could still be happy without many things. Today we have better technology. We have faster transportation. We have more information than ever before. But sometimes we forget to enjoy the simple things. My grandparents taught me that happiness is often very simple. A warm meal, a quiet evening, a kind conversation, a walk together. These moments are small, but they are very precious. Family traditions are also important to me. Every family has its own traditions. Some families celebrate birthdays in a special way. Some cook the same meal every weekend. Some travel together every summer. These traditions make families feel closer. In my family, we always try to eat together whenever we can. During the meal, we talk about our day. Someone tells a funny story. Someone shares good news. Sometimes we laugh so much that we forget how tired we are. Those dinners make me feel safe and happy. I think eating together is not only about food. It is about sharing our lives. As I become older, I understand something even more important. Our parents and grandparents are getting older too. When we are children, we think they will always be there. But time moves very quickly. That is why I want to spend more time with them. I want to listen to their stories. I want to learn from their experiences. I want to make them smile. Sometimes we are busy chasing our dreams. There is nothing wrong with having dreams. In fact, I think dreams are very important. But while we are building our future, we should not forget the people who have always supported us. They have been cheering for us since the very beginning. When we were learning to walk, when we were learning to read, when we felt afraid, when we failed, they stayed beside us. Now it is our turn to care for them. Sometimes love is not about buying expensive gifts. Sometimes love is simply spending time together, listening carefully, saying thank you, giving a warm hug, calling them just to ask, "How are you today?" Those little things can mean a lot. I also believe that family teaches us many important values. We learn honesty, we learn kindness, we learn respect, we learn responsibility. These lessons help us throughout our lives. Even when we become adults, we still remember many things our parents taught us. Sometimes I catch myself saying the same words my parents used to say. It makes me smile. I realize that their love has become part of who I am. Now I'd like to ask you a few questions. How many people are there in your family? Who are you closest to? What do you usually do together? What is your favorite family memory? What do you love most about your family? Try answering these questions in English. For example, there are 5 people in my family. I am closest to my mother. We have dinner together every evening. My favorite family memory is our trip to the beach. I love my family because they always support me. Remember, your English does not have to be perfect. The most important thing is to keep practicing. Every sentence you speak helps you become more confident. Every new word brings you one step closer to your goal. Thank you for spending this peaceful time with me today. I hope today's conversation reminds you how precious your family is. If you can, spend a little time with them today. Share a meal. Make a phone call. Say, "I love you." Or simply ask how their day was. Small moments often become our biggest memories. I'm Channie. Thank you for listening until the end. Take good care of yourself and your family. Keep learning English every day. Keep smiling. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, no matter where life takes you, family will always be a place where love begins. Goodbye, my dear friend.